The pharaoh was considered a god in human form. What did this mean for how he ruled? Let's find out. The pharaoh was the preserver of the God-given order, called Ma'at, which permeated all aspects of Egyptian life. He was expected to maintain order not only in his own realm, but also in the natural world. The pharaoh owned a large portion of Egypt's land, and he directed its use for the good of his people. He also built great works like temples and monuments to honor the gods and to provide jobs for his subjects. The pharaoh was responsible for his people's economic and spiritual welfare. He collected taxes from his subjects in the form of labor or money, and he used this revenue to support the temples and to pay for building projects. He was also responsible for dispensing justice to his subjects. The pharaoh was the ultimate authority in all matters legal, and he could pass laws and issue punishments at his own discretion. His will was supreme. He governed by royal decree, and no one was above the law. However, the pharaoh was not an absolute monarch. He was limited by the customs and traditions of his time. In other words, the pharaoh was not allowed to just do whatever he wanted. He was expected to follow the rules and procedures that had been established before him. This helped to ensure that the pharaoh's power was used for the good of the kingdom and not for his own selfish reasons. Egyptian society was highly stratified, and the pharaoh was at the top of the social hierarchy. He was considered to be the head of the state, the chief priest, the supreme judge, and the father of the nation. The pharaoh was not only a political and religious leader, but also a symbol of the nation's power and wealth. He was the living embodiment of the nation's culture and history. The pharaoh was the focal point of the nation's identity. He was the one who represented the nation to other cultures and civilizations. The pharaoh was the one who set the standards for the nation. He was the one who determined what was right and wrong, just and unjust. The pharaoh was the one who maintained order and stability in the nation. It was quite an awesome responsibility. To learn more about ancient Egypt, stay tuned.